article was interesting because I've always thought of Nicki Minaj as like she like all these other artists do. She uses sex to get on, like all these female artists. And
I'm
in
trying to
this
use sex.
conversation, she was saying like she didn't realize that her actions were causing some young ladies to sell their bodies or like to give up their cooch for money, and that completely frustrated me because I'm like, are you stupid? Like you probably the most popular or like at least top three like Griff said female artists in the world, and you don't realize by parading your ass around the other girls are gonna do shit like that and try to be like you. And then in the article she said, "Well, I don't really sell sex. I sell
No, you sell sex.
the image of sex." And I'm like, what kind of stupid shit is that?
What does that even mean?
I was gonna say
Some
the
Matrix
image of
bullshit.
sex. That's like somebody saying, we're not selling sex. We're just selling the film of people having sex.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Griffey, that's sex. You're selling it. Cool. I got it.
Like, I'm watching this video on mute and it's still entertaining. It's because she's selling me a lot of sex.
Well, and then in the same breath, she talks about how it's like she's more of the stuck up type chick, and she really doesn't be giving it up to anybody like that. But she, in the same breath, she also says, "But I'm always going to be an exhibitionist." So,
Bro, this is how every girl wishes they were. That's why they all love Rihanna, too. They all are like, she's my spirit, and I'm so like that. I'm like, no, you're not, bitch. You're on Instagram all day, chilling in your fucking bed. Like,
I'm single. Please.
Yeah. Like, bitch, you don't go outside. Shut up.
I don't know that bullshit.
I had this argument with my wife a lot. Like, do you guys know about the Amber Rose Slut Walk?
Yeah.
And so I get frustrated because like I've been trying to explain to my wife, and like she says, I shouldn't really speak on this because I'm not a woman. I don't have a female's body, and I agree to some degree. She's kind of right. But the other part, I'd be like, look, these women want to be like half naked, and then when they have to deal with the consequences of that, they want to act like, oh well, you know, we still should be treated properly. And I'm not saying they shouldn't. I'm just saying, look, if you have naked and girls emulate you, they gonna be hoeing. Like, and you should know that. You can't be oblivious to that. You got to be smarter than that.
People in this day and age want to try to make it seem like there's some veil between reality and what they think. Like, I can go inside of a lion's cage all I want and say I'm not food and say I'm this, that. You know what I'm saying? And say that the lion should respect me as a human being enough not to put his mouth on me. But nature is nature and shit happens. And if I put myself in a position to be fucking eaten, then I need to realize that I'm putting myself in that
I hope this lion's not gonna do what it fucking does. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Like, I hope men aren't gonna do what they fucking do and has been showed throughout fucking history. Like, my thing with, like, me and my girlfriend talk about the slut walk. She's not a fan of it. And because it's like, I don't know, that's what women are fighting for, really? Like, because here's the thing with that. To me, I think we talked about this before. Men and women are different. None's not worse, one's not better. Some are better. I think women are better multitaskers, I think, usually. They have better memories. There's a lot of things that are different. You know, I'm not a big dude, but most men tend to be bigger, you know, those sorts of things. Fucking, we have different values, obviously. That's why most men have pretty similar arguments with their wives. There's a reason why, you know? And this whole slut thing, like, to me, the male version of a slut is a guy that gives bitches way too much attention for, like, to get nothing out of it. Like, you're just giving away your manliness and the things that women get out of a relationship with you. That's what a female's doing. That you're devaluing pussy for all the girls because you're just giving it up to these guys and not making them work for it. I don't see how that's your rights or that's what you're fighting for. Like, I think that's also just another. It's not feminism. It's Amber Rose using her brand and image to get more attention to do what she does. And y'all getting games.
I gotta argue with you. I gotta disagree with you there. I mean, I do think it's for her own benefit, but I have started to realize, like I read this article the other day about how there's this woman. She's a sex worker, right? Like that's what she does for a living, and it's allowed her to take care of her. I think she has like 2 or 3 kids, and a lot of the Trump administration is really making the laws so there's really no help for somebody who does that kind of work. And she was just talking about how the different measures she takes to like ensure her safety and how it's actually a legitimate business and things like that. And you know, like LeBron James and Kobe Bryant, like they also sell their body too. You know, like they do. It may be in a completely different fashion, but they do. So it's really interesting that like there's no laws and no protection for women who sell their body, but you know Kobe made a cool 38 million on his way out. So, and I'm not even like trying to defend sex working and having that kind of occupation. I'm just
I'm
saying,
trying
like,
to find the bitch that can fuck like Kobe can play basketball, too. I mean, you better be like that, like.
Oh shit! There it is. That was.
Hey, that's real shit. Cause then they can get the 38 mil.
Yeah,
Not
let's
for me,
see.
though.
Let's see you work fucking.
But that's what I'm saying.
It's not only that. They need to fuck like Kobe Bryant plays basketball at least 82 times a year, bitch.
Yeah, I know, and into your 40s, motherfucker.
Hey,
from
I gotta tell you, I don't think we're gonna gain a ton of female fans with this kind of conversation.
I don't either. I'm gonna be real.
Hey, but
I'm just saying, like I do think.
Right,
think, like,
I agree with that.
So some of what some of what they're trying to do, I understand it to a certain degree, but like you shouldn't be assaulted because you decided to wear a low cut shirt or something.
No, 100% agree. And I get what they're trying to say about like changing the meaning of slut and all that stuff like that, but like let's look at what Amber Rose has done in her actual life. That's actually something you want anybody should, not just wanting your daughter, but like, is that a good role model for women? And I'm not saying most rappers are, and she's not a rapper, but most people in this game aren't necessarily the best models for kids, since when have artists and celebrities been? But like she's kind of trying to push it into that direction, like she's doing all this good for the world, and I'm like, I don't see what you doing all this is really doing for women. You're still like, first off, all your value, what Amber Rose is teaching girls is all your value is placed on like sex and what you can, you know what I mean, and how men view you and all this stuff like that. Let's not forget she takes all these pictures of, and I'm not saying any of that's wrong, but then you try to turn it into like it's all this other shit, and I'm not buying that. I think it's BS.
I just remember when it first happened, I was arguing with one of my friends. She's a feminist, and I was arguing with her because I was like, I understand like the value of the march, but I feel like she's devaluing it by calling it the Slut Walk. Like, if Martin Luther King was trying to have the Million Man March, and he decided to name it like the Real Nigga March, like how serious is niggas gonna take you at that point? Like, you can't just your march, whatever the fuck.
Hey, you know how many dudes would be out there, be like, yeah, I was there.
Yeah, exactly. If he did that, would you go?
Was the real nigga at the real?
I showed up because I'm a real nigga. That's funny.
That devalues your movement. You can't just name your shit like, you know. It has to be something like respectable. At that point, you're saying it's a slut walk, but now I understand that you're trying to say, oh, it should be okay to be a slut because we shouldn't have to be demonized because men do this and that. But the naming it a slut walk, so something that's already a negative term, is not going to change it from being a negative term. It's just going to make your movement.
Well, you know what? I heard a conversation with her where she compared it to the word nigga, where she said, she didn't say like the word, but she said the N-word used to be this thing that was demonizing, that was polarizing, that was separating, and hip-hop culture has managed to take that word and make it their own and own it and make it something. And so in her comparison was that's what she's doing with the word slut.
That's fine, but that isn't. Then we
it's
didn't
not the
do
same
that
thing
to
either.
A march called the Nigga March. Like, once again, we didn't have the Nigga Forum come together. A bunch of shit that was, it just happened like organically. It wasn't like we're gonna force nigga into our fucking culture. You're gonna say nigga. Don't say brother. Don't say brother. Don't say John Turkey. You're saying nigga. We're gonna have a nigga march. This is gonna be the nigga coalition. It didn't happen like that. It was like it just happened organically. You can't just like force shit into people's lives. That's already negative once again.
You're born black. It's not like something that results from your actions as much as like you're not born a slut. Like, you know what I mean? That's like people call you that. Maybe you identify with it, and it's means some actions or a pattern that you have in your life, right? Like that's what it's technically supposed to mean. So I don't think it's exactly a straight comparison. And you know,
and you know what's funny about all of this? Y'all would both go if y'all had the chance to go. Y'all would be out there.
Yeah, y'all would go. Why would I not want to walk with a bunch of sluts that were half dressed?
Oh, yeah, I would, yeah. I'd be all, if they interviewed me, I'd be like, you know, I just think it's beautiful to see all these young, proud women fighting for what they believe in.
I'm not gonna touch nobody because I don't want to get jumped by like 1,000 bitches and be on IG getting beat up by 1,000 bitches. I put my hands on them. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean
I'm not gonna be fucking like I got knocked down and some girls next to me fucking hit me with a fucking stiletto on my forehead and it's on World Star. Like,
just beating the shit.
Yeah.
Hey, real talk though, I saw a video right where this dude was at some kind of EDM type show, right? You know, everybody out there be on ecstasy, Molly, whatever. Well, this girl was walking by. She had some big chesticles, and she had some pasties on. So the dude, he just goes and starts playing with her. Well, her friend comes from around the corner and punches dude in the side of the head, and they start beating the shit out this dude. And I don't know, it was just funny. I'm about to send it to you. I don't even know what the point was of telling y'all that story, but
I enjoyed the point.
Huh?
I enjoyed that story.
I appreciate it. Thank you for indulging me. It was just, but it just made me think like,
yo, visual of big boobs with pasties on them. And then I enjoyed the visual of two bitches knocking a nigga up too. I was like,
yeah.
Well, but my point is just like, you can also wear like a normal shirt, like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
they put that.
That's the whole next thing. It's like, okay, you say that you want to do that, but are you really wearing titties all out because you think it looks cool, or are you wearing it to attract attention?
It's for male attention, and it's also, I think a lot of this shit, like, you know, like all this stuff, like, oh, it's bad for men to do this. I'm like, well, it depends on who the man is. Let's be real. Like, come on, like, you know what I mean? You're putting that on for somebody. Maybe it's not me. And you know what I think is guys need. You know what I think would solve a lot of these problems, actually? Here's the thing that guys can do is be better at taking a no real quick and just getting the fuck out of a bitch's face. She's not into you. Quit being a fucking loser. Because that's why they're like this.
Bro, niggas are sad about that shit. Niggas be mad, bro. Every day on my feed, there's always a bitch airing a nigga out because she told him no. And he be like, fine, you ugly bitch. I fucking hate you. I'm like, okay, but you were just trying to get pussy like 2 seconds ago.
Right.
You just love. You would have just gave her the sun and the moon 2 seconds ago. She would have gave you pussy or said, yeah, you would have been like, oh, I can bring food and a warm blanket. And
well, some of it too is how they respond, though. Because it's like, it's one thing to say no. It's another thing to be like, if you don't get your ugly, squash-looking ass off my page. Like, if you come at me sideways, then I'm coming right back at you sideways. It's like,
how often has that really happened to you, though?
A lot.
Bro just got all sad, bro. His face just got all sad when you said that.
Well, no, I mean, it's not like, I've been married a long time, bro. Like that. But I'm talking about when I was coming up, my college days and stuff, like, especially because, like when I was in college, I actually kind of went.
College days?
Huh?
Were there DMs available to hop into in your college days?
Hey, Facebook just came out. We was getting started, bro.
I was getting down on that Facebook Messenger.
Damn, thanks for that. Thanks for that. By the way.
I had to know.
So anyway, like, that's when I actually started dating, like, white and Mexican girls more than I did black girls was in college because they was ignorant, bro. Like, I would try to get in and they'd be like, are you serious, motherfucker? Blah, 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 blah. Like, they would take headshots. Like, try to hurt my pride. And so eventually, I started acting in kind. It's like, all right, well, look, you buckhead bitch. You know what I mean? I started going back at her, like, but yeah, they used to get ignorant. Like, so I can understand sometimes why it happens. I mean, I learned.
The thing is that's what they want. That's what they want. The best thing to do. Guys don't realize half the game is, like, just don't fucking care. You know what I mean? Just be like, whatever, there's a million other bitches. Like, you're not, like, the end all be all, but the guys get one-itis and they start thinking. Here's the thing. You gotta let the girls get one. Because here, when they put on an outfit like that, they're thinking of a guy. It's probably a specific one. They're trying to get someone's attention. You know what I mean? And nothing wrong with that. I'm trying to get someone's attention a lot of the time. You know what I mean? Like, we're trying to dress cool and look cool for somebody. You know what I mean?
I do it for myself. Otherwise, I come out in sweatpants and a fucking wife beat and be comfortable.
Hey, that's my theory on tattoos.
Straight up.
I feel like no one has ever gotten a tattoo that wasn't for a chick. I truly believe that. I don't care what nobody tells me. If you got rest in peace to whoever on your body, I'm not disrespecting it. I'm just saying, dudes don't get tattoos for themselves.
Same thing as cool clothes. It's the same thing as cool clothes. You know, it's for a look. I wouldn't get a tattoo unless first and foremost I thought it looked cool, and before everything.
And I wouldn't buy a $300 Gucci belt unless I thought it looked cool.
Yes.
If it was gonna help me do something, get laid or whatever the fuck it may be. If not, like I said, if it didn't have to do with that, I'd be out here in this white t-shirt and some motherfucking sweatpants, and I would never shave, and I probably wouldn't do my hair. So you guys better thank women, or I'd be out here looking fucking crazy.
I'd be out here looking crazy anyway. Look at my hairline right now, bro. I don't care about nothing. I was like,
bro, I made a decision the other day. I was telling Angel, I keep going to the same barbershop I used to go to with him, where like they usually cut black guys and Mexican people's hairs, and I'm like, bro, I'm gonna go to a white barber, bro. They don't know how to cut my hair. That's what I started. Martoni came through. He had the fucking the line that they cut, and then they give you an edge or what is that? You know what I'm talking about? The hair that all the white guys got now, where you cut a line right here.
The
side part.
Yeah.
Barbers always trying to give me that, and I'm like, no, I don't want to be a douchebag and get the side part. And Martoni came through.
I appreciate that. I hate that shit. I saw it the other day. I told my wife, I can't wait till this shit is over. I'm sick of seeing this shit.
Bro, Martoni came in. You see Martoni. He got one because he didn't know, and then the barber just gave it to him, and he looked fucking good. I was like, bro, you look like 10 pounds lighter. And he's like, bro, chicks are into it because it's the haircut of the time. You know what I mean? And I was like, talking about it last time, I'm going to go to this barber that's like, I know a guy that's like an artist out here, and he said, this is my barber, and he's like on Instagram. He's got like a name, like he's got like a brand and shit. And he'll like, I'm going to go in there and be like, bro, I'm a rapper. I'll give you some extra money. Design my hair so it's cool, because right now it's just regular. You know what I mean? And if he does that, I'm going to just let him do it because he knows more about hair than me. That's what I was telling him. Because he's probably just going to go straight for that. And you know what the worst part is? It's probably going to look all right. It's probably going to look all right. Like, that's what I'm scared of the most.
I just can't wait till our next podcast. I hope your shit is fucked up. You just gonna let him do whatever he wants. He go, all right, I'm gonna try some shit.
Let's see. Fuck it. The worst that can happen is 2 weeks.
Type shit.
I'm gonna come in like Elvis, bro. Watch, it's gonna be all huge and shit.
She want the dick and I deliver. I'm all up in her kidneys, in her guts, and in her liver. I can tell she want it cause she wetter than a river.